Hi Pisces, you are getting your own video. I ran out of space for the last one, but yeah, so welcome. Welcome Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars or Venus, if that's what you're looking for, more of a love reading, or cross-watching for someone, just interested in Piscean energy. Welcome. I thought we would just start out with a foundational card to see where these energies are focused in your life. So for Pisces, High Priestess. That works out very well for Pisces because it is ruled by, the High Priestess is very psychic and oftentimes associated with the moon or with Pisces, or any water sign really, but yeah, it's High Priestess has come up a lot actually in these recent readings, at least 3 times before. So this is the 4th time the High Priestess has come up. Important, probably, and you might want to check out some of the other readings. I think Taurus, maybe Gemini, Leo. I'm not really remembering now, but yeah, maybe those are signs that are affecting your life as well. The High Priestess is someone who is secretive, and this could be you or someone you know, or just maybe you're embodying this right now. She has some secrets, more so just knowledge that she doesn't share with everyone, kind of tight-lipped a little bit. She, usually has her little book of wisdom, and she's sitting between 2 pillars, 2 opposites, so it's about bringing together opposites, being that guardian of a gateway and doorway behind the veil, and everything that's sort of unknown to most people. It is just, it's a really great card. I mean, it depends on what it is that you're looking for, so, it can mean pregnancy, but it can also mean just science and technology and looking into the future, and it can mean hiding something. It can mean, keeping someone else's secret. Just a lot of different things, or just really going on gut and feeling and being that sort of first initial flood of emotion that is inspiration to you, that gets you moving in a certain direction. It has her little crystal ball and her book, and it's just about being very intuitive, feeling your way through a situation maybe. On the bottom is the Wheel of Fortune. So it's together pretty good. It can go both ways, so always keep that in mind. But the Wheel of Fortune is about taking a risk. It's about karma. It's about, the wheel spinning both ways and ups and downs in life. This one seems to talk more about, the different facets, maybe, of a certain person's personality, that we all have. We all have different ways of talking, of different dynamics that we take on when we're with different people, different facets of who we are, and embracing all of those, looking into all of them, strengthening each facet, each part of our personality, each skill, each area of our life, or it can very much just mean winning the lottery, being lucky, getting lucky, seeing things from all these different perspectives, maybe from your own perspective and all the different ways of looking at something, or just maybe your friends and how everyone else sees something in a different light. The entire spectrum. Together becomes a 3, so that's love and creativity, and maybe feeling like you hit the jackpot with some sort of creative endeavor, or in love, or gaining something, maybe seeing a little bit into the future so that you can navigate the wheel a little bit better and choose the direction you see your fate, your destiny going, maybe having a hand in it. Um, yeah, it's basically it's going to be about gambling, risks, and just winning. Maybe all you do is win. Anyways, yeah, so this could be about partnerships, your partnership, feeling overjoyed, feeling all of the different emotions that go into a partnership or that go into seeing into the future a little bit, being empathetic, feeling sensitive to different people, different events, different life situations, seeing everyone else's perspective, being able to look at things from more of a neutral stance, maybe you've like mastered your emotions, so you're able to be more at that center point where everything's spinning around you, but you're able to draw the best out of each person, each part of your personality, each facet, each situation, each emotion, see the good in all of it, making your way through a spectrum, making your way through an entire cycle, or yeah. So let's see. That's probably you and how you feel. Maybe you just won something. Maybe you won a trip, or you've won some sort of prize. We'll see. Spiritual advice. You could just be looking into the future a little bit, or being able to better navigate the future because you can see all these different sorts of ways of going about a situation. You can see how different people react. You can see how you can understand. You can feel emotion, so you can understand like where you've come from, where you're going, and in that sense, sort of move into the future, or see into the future, and see the future in a different light. Just being very psychic gifts, maybe. Spiritual advice for Pisces. Spiritual, emotional, personal advice. It's like a lot of cards. I'm just going to keep going. Okay. And the universe. So again, I feel like it's coming like full circle. This is like, there's a lot going on in this card. There's a lot of symbolism. I don't know what's going to be important to you. Hierophant is on the bottom. So I'll just go with that. One second. Just trying to keep a little bit organized here. Okay, so for this, it's like four corners of the universe. She's stepping through portals. She's stepping through a gateway. She's stepping through her little bubble of perception. She's opening up. This could be, again, for you coming full circle, something, understanding something completely, seeing the whole picture, seeing how everything works together. It's 21, so again, a 3. Really just building that sort of foundation on a solid, like you're almost there to that foundational point. 4s are more associated with foundation, but 3 is that like first shape taking form of where you're going. And so, and it's love, it's completion in some sense, it's creativity, art. This represents Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, so like all the fixed signs. Here in the eagle, that confuses you, that's meant to be, that is Scorpio. It's Scorpio's, transforming into the eagle. And she has, her infinity little robe thing, or this card's a little bit different, as she has a snake. She's dancing with a snake. Other cards, she has like a robe that's wrapped around her. It's like signifying like infinity, but just the never-ending cycle, the never-ending, cycle that we go through. Can mean dance. Mean, things coming full circle for you. maybe in a project or work, because the Hierophant represents some sort of like institution or um, like higher education or religious sort of like church. I mean, it's high priest. It's kind of the counterpart to the high priestess, but she has more to do with like esoteric hidden knowledge and like what's unknown to us. And this one is the person that translates, the messages from above to everyone else. Um, this is Taurus, so maybe Taurus is important to you. I mean, Taurus is the second sign in the zodiac, and the high priestess is number 2, so maybe you can look into whatever signs you have there, whatever planets you have there. This also, speaks a little bit to the alchemical cycle, maybe. So, which is something have translated into a creative cycle about development and seeing shifts in progress and in society and within yourself and how they all overlap and overlay and mirror each other, different levels, but same foundational points. So maybe looking into that. I also see, like, again, Taurus, masks, maybe taking off the mask, seeing things with like just being open and exposing who you are, just being free and open and out what you feel and think and know. There's so much symbolism in here, and I just should have found the little book. Anyways, this is 5 too, so maybe you're going back to school, maybe you're finishing up school, finishing up some sort of job project, changing how you see the world, the universe, getting more into religion or, spirituality, whatever. I mean, it's just, different ways of looking at things, and however you do that. But this could also mean marriage. 2 people usually are down here and seeking out this high priest. So, yeah, so 8 and 3, 11, another gateway. It's about stepping through something, going through some sort of tunnel, like thing that you come out on the other side and everything is, this can also mean giving birth too, on a more regular, like going to a hospital, giving birth. Sometimes I think of it as music or some big company. In fashion, I associate the Hierophant with Vogue, so you make your own sort of associations to help you figure out. And by the way, if you want to pull cards, that's how I started to get into tarot, is like watching videos and pulling my own cards for further clarity, further seeing how things directly affect me, what those messages are, and a lot of times they would correlate, so it's interesting, a little experiment for you if you are interested in that. But maybe looking into things that have to do with religion, esoteric, spirituality, things coming full circle, making more sense to you that way, seeing what is truth to you, what makes sense to you, allowing everyone to have their own opinions, allowing everyone to have their own beliefs. Just maybe I see like the overlap in the circles. So maybe just seeing where things overlap, seeing where things come together and create something new. Seeking out advice maybe as well from someone in some sort of spiritual, like a spiritual guru or, like Buddha. So maybe that helping to make sense of things for you. seeing the world through some sort of, she has this net down here too. I mean, it's like really, this is called the universe. So, and it's Saturn. So maybe Saturn and Taurus, both very fixed, disciplined signs. And since Pisces is more watery and emotional and more go with the flow, more mutable, it is a mutable sign. So maybe having to find some more structure and discipline within your material sort of reality. Or maybe seeing the structure within the universe, within your own universe, within the big picture. Yeah. I mean, maybe I'll find the little booklet and read that to you. But so far, these are all really good cards. I mean, it's about learning about your world, learning about yourself, learning about what makes you, I just want to say tick, maybe because of this could also be like a clock, what makes you tick. Your inner emotions, what sort of gets you feeling like you're moving, you're flowing, you're in sync, you're in flow with things, or going with the flow and incorporating some sort of structure more so into your life. This could be the 5th house, be the 10th house, the 2nd house, knowing what planets you have there. This could be the astrological wheel and just looking more into your birth chart, figuring out how that structure works so you can see the big picture better, since the birth chart is like a map of you, but it's also, kind of shows your life path in a way, and also, with transits and all that, kind of what's going on in the world as well, the charts of the moment and all that. So I just noticed the stars, so it's like having some sort of inner guidance too. Going to church, breaking out of something, breaking out of the church. Just thought of REM, like losing my religion. I'm not saying to lose your religion, but that's just what I thought of. Something having to do with religion, maybe, or some sort of institution, organization, joining an organization, maybe. That's what you're interested in. Or 5 years. Something coming full circle. Something coming to completion. Getting ready to start something new, starting over. Having experienced the entire astrological cycle, perhaps. I mean, Pisces is the last. It's the 12th house is traditionally ruled by Pisces. So, coming full circle, having seen all these different perspectives, going through all these different life experiences, coming out at the end, seeking some sort of further spiritual guidance or advice, or now, having come through this, having some sort of higher understanding of spirituality, of how you best learn, how you make sense of things, or the other people in your life, how they make sense of things, just seeing things from a whole new perspective, perhaps. So, yeah. But all like really good cards: the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, the Universe, and the High Priestess. I mean, Pisces is also ruled by Jupiter, very lucky. So, all good omens. So for intimate, love, romance, advice for Pisces, just the Queen of Water. So, and it's Cancer, but it could be any of the water signs. And just a little closer. She's just walking in the rain. She's lost her clothes. She doesn't eat clothes, even though it looks a little bit cold, but she's walking on water. I don't know. She's taking some alone time. Maybe she feels, and this could be you, it could be someone you know, just that watery energy, but probably you. And maybe Cancer is important to you. Maybe she just feels at home in her environment, somewhere where it's a little bit rainy or nearby the water, taking some time off by herself. Sagittarius, the Knight of Fire. So, like another mutable sign. Mutable signs: Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Virgo, all making up that Grand Cross. She's. I just thought of apple bottom jeans. Um, maybe just, I mean, fire and water, fire and the flood. Maybe you know a Sagittarius or are Sagittarius and like Pisces rising or something. However, for whatever reason you're watching this video, maybe going horseback riding or just, getting out into nature by yourself or, again, higher education, higher learning. I did mention Jupiter before, and Jupiter co-rules Pisces and Sagittarius. So, I mean, it's an interesting dynamic, I think, between Sagittarius and Pisces, myself being a Sagittarius and having known a few Pisces, and to be co-ruled by the same planet, it's like, but having totally opposite in the same house, ninth house ruled, but, or that's Sagittarius, but whatever. Higher education, learning institutions with Sagittarius, but yeah, this is like, it's just a weird dynamic because fire and water, I mean, opposite ways of going about something, but very similar, both mutable signs, both flexible, both instinctual and intuitive, passionate and creative, but just, yeah, very sort of opposite ways of seeing things maybe, or communicating, approaching things. She's coming forward, she's going this way. So again, kind of like maybe some sort of race or something. Two people cards. So again, just be people in your life, people you know. Again, with that like Wheel of Fortune, I don't really know how this so much applies to love, so maybe I'll pull a few extra cards since we have some more free time now. You're my last reading. Yeah, fall and maybe spring. Maybe not being too like overly emotional or overly fiery, finding that balance, changing how you see something, learning about something new, embracing both like fire and water in yourself, the different ways of looking. Sometimes we get in such like a mode of way of going about things and approaching situations, people, projects, whatever it is, and we're just so familiar with that. That's more instinctual. It's more natural for us to like see things or go that way, approach things in that method, or but knowing that we have all these different sides of ourselves and strengths and abilities, and by looking into them further and finding out how those characteristics play into our lives, strengthening them, finding out that we can approach situations, projects, work, creativity, people, events in different ways depending on what it calls for, and tapping into that area of our life, that facet of our personality, that Situation calls more for water or fire, emotion, passion, just different ways of going about things and being able to fully tap into your own abilities, your own skills, um, your own personalities, different personalities. I mean, not to say that you have multiple personalities, but just different facets of yourself. Fire and water. Pull a few other cards for Pisces. It's two people cards. It's kind of, it could be you and your partner. Just two different ways of looking at something, two different ways of approaching a situation of each other. Further clarity for Pisces, love, intimate, suggestions, advice, erotic, or otherwise. This is Six of Water, Sun in Scorpio. Sometimes I'm just don't know what to say about these cards. Scorpio is a water sign, obviously, so maybe you know Scorpio. But it's like the Six of Cups. It's help, advice, receiving or giving, help and advice, water, emotional, something having to do with emotions, emotional advice. It can also be nostalgia, memories, or someone or something coming back from the past, reminding you of something, or you returning into someone else's life, coming back into someone else's life, coming up in someone else's mind, memories again, love. Six is a very loving, nurturing energy too, so whatever it is, it has something to do with helping, nurturing others, or you receiving that from others, support, help. But also this can mean past lives, if you believe in that kind of thing. Scorpio is about regeneration and past lives, sometimes karma, the depths of things, coming back to life, metaphorically speaking. Or past lives. Oh God, there's a big creepy bug. I guess I am outside, but anyways, sorry. I don't know what this, so maybe it's about recalling past life memories and seeing how that plays into your life now, as far as karma and just natural ways of going about things, or even just imagining past lives and whatever. Because I'm not sure how. Maybe she's helping this boar. I don't know what that is. I think it's a pig or a boar. It's in the water. She's lost her pants. Maybe he took her pants. She was trying to get them back, but it's kind of dangerous animals. Maybe, I don't know, depending on what that is. But she's making friends with the animals. Just a boating hat on, and maybe she's some neat pants. I don't, so let's see. It could be friendship. It could be maybe you and someone else have a past life karma debt kind of thing. That's what some people associate that card with, but really, on a more mundane level, it's just maybe at work or at school or within whatever it is you're working with, maybe your social circle. I get really excited when I, anyways, so maybe, just helping each other, supporting each other, just being nurturing, opening up on an emotional level with people. yourself even. Um, okay. A lot of different cards. This is, since the Six of Cups came out before, and this is the Lovers on the bottom here. So like posing for an artist. I mean, what interesting person hasn't posed for an artist? Or maybe taking a class, like one of those like nude modeling classes. Or just like the contours of body. Oh, she has. At first, I thought it was paint, like she, like some sort of body paint performance art piece, but no, I think she's been. It's kind of looks. She. I don't know how or why she's looks like she's been like whipped. But maybe it's just again it's Gemini, the Lover's choice. I mean just very literally the Lovers, like someone you love, choosing a relationship, choosing someone, maybe getting involved with an art class outside of work, just to like recapture if you're really interested in that kind of thing and artistic endeavors and outside of work, finding time to just embrace those different hobbies, passions, whatever it is, enhance your own skill set. Yeah, so maybe taking a class like the Hierophant, taking up painting, finding time for that. Maybe this would be a fun activity, if you or your partner is an artist, to just out of Titanic, pose, and pose and paint. Be pretty intimate. Be fun. 6, though, again, loving, nurturing energy. The other cards that fell out were it's the same one, the Priest or the Hierophant. Taurus, again, 5. So maybe the 5th house, too. I think I said that, but she's like, he's like really like well-dressed priest, like kind of trendy, I don't know. And I'm not sure what, she looks sad though. Polka dots. She's showing something she's showing him or her, the priest, something. I'm noticing the sky more so in the background because it's a really pretty color blue, which you can't really see, but maybe she's seeking redemption for, having to do with like religion and stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe again, just joining some sort of group that talks about religion or spirituality. But as far as like intimate romance advice goes, maybe not being judgmental of opening up to your partner, not feeling like you might be judged, letting them know that they're not going to be judged, by maybe like fantasies or that kind of thing. Just being, yeah, free, open, or maybe getting some closure. Um, Taurus is an earth sign, so again, having something to do with your reality. It's a fixed sign, so not maybe being so fixed or stubborn with how you see things spiritually or, you know, anything like that speaking, but like, I just thought of that like, is it a proverb or no? It's not. It's like in the Bible, where that prostitute was brought to like Jesus, and as a test, since it was not allowed prostitution, so as a test to him to judge her, to show whether or not he really was like a prophet or whatever, and to stone her to death. So it was Mary Magdalene, right? And he said something really wise that like let the person that hasn't sinned be the first one to throw the stone. So yeah, it's just being like open-minded, not judgmental, being open to learning new things, maybe with your partner or significant other. This is the stars, or the star, and temperance. Again, Sagittarius and Aquarius, or 17 and 14. She's like on her little swing. She's on her little swing and looks happy. Is there like I just had some sort of visual, but I don't know what it was. Okay, well, since we are on some sort of like prostitution theme here, or not theme, but like came up a second ago. I just thought of the Moulin Rouge and Nicole Kidman's character at the beginning, and she's on that swing. Diamonds Are Forever. Oh, she has a little man with a scarf sitting on her lap. That's weird. I don't know what that is. Sometimes I wish I just knew what these are supposed to be alluding to. But again, just being naked, free, and open. I think we've gotten like 15, how many cards with like naked ladies? Anyways, 14 then also again reduces down to a 5. So maybe again the 5th house, or changing perspective, changing pace, maybe like a swing, like momentum. Maybe taking care of someone else. Even though it's fire, she's again like floating over the waves, floating over, flying over the turbulence below the waves. Even though that doesn't look that turbulent. Anyways, little flowers and just being in this sort of dreamland world. And this is the stars. The stars. So Aquarius, thinking a little bit outside the box. And she's, seeing this galaxy. She's seen this. I mean, it kind of looks like an amusement park to me, but like some sort of galactic amusement park where the roller coasters are made out of stars and, Milky Way and string lights, also icicles, and just, like magic. Like when I put the Cinderella clip in another video, And then it led me to Bibbidi Bobbidi, another clip where the, fairy godmother is turning the pumpkin into the, and it has all those little like sparks and like little, like her magic wand, like all the little magical, like, so creating magic, making magic. I just thought of an old Cribs episode, like where the magic is. Maybe going to the amusement park. I mean, swings, amusement park, flying high above the situation, seeing things from a whole new perspective, gaining a new perspective, thinking outside the box. Both Sagittarius and Aquarius are very good at that, and so maybe tapping into those areas of your life more so to see things in a grander way, to come up with new ideas for maybe you within your partnership, or if you're looking to meet someone, like thinking of ways to do that, or maybe a creative way to ask someone out. Stars, yeah, just maybe head in the clouds, stars in your eyes, head in the clouds, maybe feeling all, butterfly, like, about someone, feeling elated, feeling excited, feeling both sort of like looking down over something. So taking care of a situation maybe, or taking care of someone, maybe within a relationship. 5 and 8, 11, or 6 and 5. So maybe there's like a story here going on, like, okay, so she was riding her horse, and she didn't like her pants, so she took them off and decided to go for a dip in the lake. And then, just realized that she could just like keep going and like, just go further and like on a walk, and just figured like you might as well lose all the clothes, and came across, someone who thought she was beautiful and asked her to pose for him, or tapping into that artistic energy, feeling open and exposed and free, that has allowed you to move past some sort of like, I don't know, weird situation here, seeing beyond, seeing above any sort of religious, like, dogmas, that kind of thing, that doesn't, if it doesn't work for you, like seeing beyond that, seeing above it, seeing the bigger picture, having, grace and forgiveness, maybe for something, but ultimately I think just being at peace and finding a balance, and seeing the bigger picture, thinking outside the box, bringing in new ideas to maybe elevate your relationship, and get it going in a good momentum, and finding that balance within yourself or within the relationship, within your partnership. So, there was another thing I wanted to say about this card, but I don't remember, so if I think of it, I'll put it below. But anyways, I hope that was helpful, and I hope you have a great next few days. Bye.